First, I'd like to thank Professor Kramer for having me here in class today to chat with you folks. I really don't get a lot of invitations like this anymore. And believe me, I have checked my mailbox. Now, there was a time, for many years, when I spoke on a lot of college campuses. Big crowds, hundreds of people at a time, young people, eager minds, questionable hygiene, but enthusiastic audiences. But then, around 2008, I stopped performing live altogether. Just stopped. Now, you might be wondering, did I get tired of performing? No, that wasn't it. What actually happened was, I kicked the bucket, bought the farm, punched my ticket, took the big dirt nap, became environmentally friendly. In short, I died. Yeah. Turns out that's a real career limiter in show business. I'm speaking to you right now from 6 feet under. Dead as a doornail, stone cold, permanently unavailable for brunch. And once that happens, the gigs really start to dry up. Agents stop calling. The fan mail slows down. The career begins to decompose, which, if you think about it, is really just showbiz for corpses. But here's the funny part. Thanks to the Supreme Court of the United States and the fine boys and girls at the FCC, one thing from my career still lives on. In the annals, or as some lawyers pronounce it, the annals of American jurisprudence, the famous list, the 7 dirty words you can't say on television. Now, knowing your professor as I do, that fucker, I wouldn't be at all surprised if those 7 words somehow show up on the final exam. So if I were you, I'd listen very, very carefully, because this might be the only class where knowing the dirty words actually improves your GPA. Yeah, there are 400,000 words in the English language, and there are 7 of them you can't say on television. What a ratio that is. 399,993 to 7. They must really be bad. They'd have to be outrageous to be separated from a group that large. All of you over here, you 7. Bad words. That's what they told us they were, remember? That's a bad word.
What are these words that I'm talking about? They're just words that we've sort of decided not to use all the time. That's about the only thing you can really say about them for sure. That they're just some words, not many either, just a few, that we've decided, well, we won't use them all the time. Sometimes, well, hell yeah. Sometimes it's okay, but not all the time. And they're the only words that seem to have that restriction. I mean, there are a lot of words you can say whenever you want, you know. Pneumonia! Nobody gives you a lot of... All right, you can't yell it in the hospital a great deal, but what the hell? There are words that you can say, no problem. Topography! No one has ever gone to jail for screaming topography. But there are some words that you can go to jail for. There are some words that we just have decided we will not say all the time. Sometimes, okay. If you're running through the jungle chasing somebody that we're at war with, you can holler them. If you're shooting a criminal, it's okay. It's the all-American thing. Dirty fucking crook. But if you're with the bishop's wife at lunch, it's better not to ask for the goddamn lettuce. You know what I mean? It's just like we've decided there'll be some words we won't say all the time. And I was just trying to find out which words they were. For sure, all of them. I wanted a list. Because nobody gives you a list. That's the problem. They don't give you a list. Wouldn't you think it'd be normal if they didn't want you to say something to tell you what it is? Nobody even tells you when you're a kid what the words are that you're supposed to avoid. You have to say them to find out which ones they are. Shit! Oh, fuck! That's 2. Oh, Ma, that's enough trial and error, huh? Please, Ma, give me a list, huh? All right, you're 6 years old now, and here's the list of words your dad and I don't ever want to hear you say. Oh, hey, thanks, Ma. Boy, that's gonna save me an ass kicking or 2. Yeah, you never know what's going to be on the list. Because it's always somebody else's list. You didn't make that up. Somebody told you that shit. They told you better not say that. So you gotta... And you don't know what's going to be on their list. God, people's lists even change from day to day. Some people on Friday night got a list, you know, not about 2 or 3 words. Sunday morning, goddamn, they make 27 words on it. These are the same people 2 days later, different list. So you got to kind of watch out what you're going to believe from them. The trouble is, I was trying to find out what these words might be, and I wanted to know the ones that you could never say on television. I mean the filthy words that are always filthy. There are a lot of these little two-way, double entendre words that have 2 meanings, words that are okay part of the time. I call them like part-time filth. Some of these words, they're only 50% dirty. You have words like ass. Ass is hardly even a dirty word anymore, but it has a few meanings that you can't say on television. That's what I was talking about. What can you say on television? That's another one of those places where we can't use these words all the time. But some of them are all right some of the time. Ass is all right on television. You can say on television things like, well, you've made a perfect ass of yourself tonight. But you can't say, hey, let's go get some ass. Yes, WBAI is the one who played them. Now, that was the original list. We've added a few words since then. We've added fart, turd, and And I know there are some other words that many of you are wondering about, why they haven't been considered, why they haven't shown up on the list thus far. We're looking at them all very closely. Some of your favorites might make the list this year.